What if he stayed that 300-pound dude who's just drinking milkshakes all day, and he was big and fat, and he couldn't even run 100 yards? That's who he was when he first started working out.
Yeah.
And a switch flipped, and he got on a path, and he stayed on that path. He wasn't on that path his whole life. And then all of a sudden he gets on that path and becomes the biggest psycho of all time on that path.
But you have to either have a traumatic event that wakes you up, or some sort of just boundless innate optimism that makes you think it's possible.
There's you have to have this or that. I think there's a whole bunch of different things that can happen to people. I think near-death experiences. I think loss of a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe a realization that sometimes people just wake up and say, I can't do this anymore. Whatever they're doing that's boring or sucky or just soul-sucking, they just get to a point where they go, I can't do this anymore. And sometimes it's just like an alcoholic hits rock bottom. It's like, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm fucking done. Yeah. And people do. My friend Dave did that. He never went to rehab, didn't do nothing. He crashed his car. He got arrested because he ran away from the scene of the accident. He was drunk driving. And he said, I'm never drinking again. Never drank again. To the day he died.
Just reached his limit one day.
Just reached his limit. Didn't go to Alcoholics Anonymous. They're like, you have to go. He's like, no, I don't. I'm just not drinking anymore. I'm done. And he just had to, his whole life he was a drunk. He just had to get to this point where he's like, this can't be me anymore.
Yeah, you just disgust yourself.
There's a whole bunch of different ways to get to that. Sometimes you get to it through inspiration. Yeah. Sometimes you get to it through desperation. Sometimes you get to it just through intrigue. Like sometimes, you walk into a jiu-jitsu gym and you've never even done a martial art in your whole life. You take a lesson and you're like, oh my God, this is so fun. And then 5 years later, you're a fucking jiu-jitsu wizard and you're obsessed with it and you train every day and you're on this new path as a human being because you found a thing that excited you. And it could be big wave surfing. It could be playing chess. It could be, there's probably a thing out there that resonates with you. You just haven't had it. And then there's the thing of getting outside of your comfort zone, which people don't like to do.
That's where people struggle.
Yeah, because they have never had any experience with it and they don't understand the reward of doing it. But the people that do it all the time, whether it's, David Goggins or Jocko or anybody that you see that's like a fitness influencer or people that are like super fit, they just stay on the path. That's the key. Yeah. The key is just every fucking day is a new challenge. You don't want to do it every day. If you're a guy who runs marathons, there's no fucking way you want to run every day. But if you want to run a sub 3 hour marathon, you got to run every fucking day.